matched up so many times. Dallas, they have the advantage in hardpoint. They're, 6-5 in the series. But where do Atlanta FaZe really come in strong? It's domination where they're 6-1, or 7-1. I think that it's 7-3 in their favor in search and destroy. I think you heard Nameless talk about it. Their hardpoint has to be better. They have an opportunity to completely dismantle Dallas Empire if they can fix their mistakes.
Absolutely. I mean, these first three maps, again, the reason they're big, Dallas 2-6 on Cave, 11-6 on Gunrunner Search, but 0-3 versus Atlanta, 2-4 on Petrodome, but 0-2 versus Atlanta. If they can get one of these map wins, how massive it would be. But let's get it rocking. It is time for the CDL Championship match. Empire FaZe rolling right back into Cave. And Joe, from the winners bracket final, considering we saw this for the map one, what really stood out for you? What was the big key for you in that first map?
Well, it's what we've talked about with Atlanta FaZe's hardpoint the past couple of months, their ability to hold. When they get these early rotations yesterday, after the first set, it was a 100 point lead. And then we saw the strategy come out for Dallas Empire where they would give up a hill early, rotate. If that doesn't happen, if Atlanta FaZe can hold those hills, who knows? Who knows what happens yesterday?
Yeah, we'll keep an eye when we get to Cave Side West on how Empire play it, because they were really putting everything into holding that right side of the map for 3 straight hard points, and we'll see if that's what continues. But nice points early for Empire. Kill feeds all going their way as well. It'll be FaZe inside of Cave Side East, and this is going to be a prime example of this. So FaZe are going to give up a lot of time at this point. They're going to be set up early in a great position. But if they get broken, it could be the same spot again, where you end up with this 70-point advantage for Empire.
Well, they might not be in a great position. It was that Illy with some nice shots. Simto is going to recover. He's going to take down 2. Krim trying to play his life right now. He's trying to play for spawns, trying to play for rotation. But Atlanta FaZe, okay, they slow things down. They deal with the players trying to put pressure on the spawns. Now it's all about the front hit. How does Dallas Empire want to break through?
Well, let's see what they can do. Trying to hit it mid-alley and the west side of the cave. I think it's Hoop that's able to take down one. Could be an opening, but Abizi is able to pick that up. Abizi has been so strong, and he keeps it going here as he does shut down 2. Now the pressure of the Major Maniac inside of the point. He's going to need some help as he's trying to lock down the time. The Flood has gotten here from Empire. The spawns haven't flipped, but they've gotten enough kills to get FaZe spawning in the back and get into the point. This is great from Empire.
Yeah, and now they're going to trap them through. We're going to head to Soccer Field next. This would be on the bottom side of your mini-map. You see Illy, our number 2. He's going to be locking things on, and you're sort of in a trap right now. You do have 10 seconds before the next hill pops. Maybe you can gain some ground if you're Atlanta FaZe. Simp, we know what he can do. 9-5, just finished on a 4 spree, but 3 go down, 4 go down. Hoot the nuke going big. Can he find number 5? He can. Up to 12-4. He's been the MVP for me for Dallas Empire. He's been so clutch, so consistent, and he is keeping it going right now.
Up to 7 in a row. Finally will drop, but think about those kills. It was Clayster with a triple to kind of pin FaZe back at the first point. Then as the transition's coming in, you get 5 from Hook. FaZe just didn't have a chance. They're just now getting towards the point. There's 30 seconds remaining in it, but they're able to rebound with a bit of authority to stay in this game and only be down 20. But what an individual moment of brilliance from Clayster and Hook. Now FaZe will try to answer back. You take a look at that number 0 and Abizi already rotating all the way over to Cave Side West, making sure he's getting set up for next. How many members will he have to deal with? But we'll stay focused for now on the current hard point as the final seconds begin to tick off. Now, eyes over to Abizi.
Yeah, and this is something I want to focus on. Watch the blue arrows and how they play this, right? Because their goal is try to get the right side of the mini-map because they want spawns for Cliff. And now you're seeing a good example of it where, okay, they actually do get the spawns. Atlanta FaZe are getting a lot of time here. Dallas is not close to this, and this is how they played it yesterday. If they get some time here, great, but it's almost like they're giving up 40 to 50 seconds. They just want to hold the final hill. You're going to see Shotzi pull out a Graw, and they're going to get set up.
Well, yeah, and the reason for this is, if you're a new viewer, it's not just for the next hard point at Outpost, which, yes, is on the right side of the map, but that works when we get the second set of rotation. For first, it sets them up for Cave Side East as well. It's basically, you want to hold that right side of the map for almost 3-4 straight minutes. It is a massive advantage, and we'll see if they can continue to hold on to it. But yeah, Shotzi with that Graw definitely stood out yesterday, but we get over to our Game Fuel featured player for a moment. We'll stick with Play through a couple of respawns and see what he can get going, but it's Priesta with 5 in a row that gets up to 12-12.
And well, so FaZe is going to get this 20-point lead. They get a majority of the time. And you know, they've talked about they like being the break team. Can they break it here? Because this was the strategy that Dallas revolved around. You're going to see Shotzi, number 5, all the way back in that building, locking things down. Everybody winning their one-on-ones. All the M4s lighting up the feed. And, I mean, it's just a great hold so far. They find the first 20 seconds.
What we really want to look at is it was, what, about a 15-point advantage for FaZe? Like, after the next 3 hard points. Basically, after, what, Cave side east, like, what's the difference? What's the separation? They put all of that into it, let FaZe get 40 to 50 points. Now, what is kind of that plus minus once they get through these 3 points, which favor that side of the map? But now Hoop's really hot. He has stayed hot. 5 in a row again for him. Out to 21 and 12 as he's looking to get hunting inside of caves, but Simp there ready with the read and able to lock him down. But how clean that was from Empire, and well, any FaZe lead has been blown away.
And now they're in a position where there's always the opportunity where you could get trapped if you're a Dallas Empire, but with Illy's spot inside of this building, he's going to be able to put pressure on this hill as soon as it pops. It's like, yeah, I mean, Atlanta FaZe just sort of, I don't know. It feels like at times they aren't really sure how to play against this Dallas Empire and their strategy moving forward. But it always helps when you have Hook, who's going on 5 sprees, is 22 and 12. You're only down 30, which is much better than the deficit you were in yesterday. But it's just going to come down to a couple of key fights. And when we go back to that Cliff Hill, I'm just curious, can Atlanta FaZe break that setup? Can they stop it from happening?
Yeah. And remember, it was, what, 1 and 6 on this particular map for Empire coming into the winners bracket final. It beat FaZe here yesterday. Now a chance to do it again. That is screaming preparation for this particular roster. But they've done a good job trying to contest towards mid, make sure FaZe don't get all of the points, because they have brought it back a bit closer, now down about 15 points. But now the big battles are going to start to go down inside a cave. The point man for now with the M4 now going to be Major Maniac, as he's already able to take down Illy. Illy already back in the mix off spawn, but some huge fights now about to go down towards our next hard point. And if you lock down all this time and push this out to like a 60-point lead, it was all worth it, right? It was all worth it if you're Empire. But if you get broken, not going to be the case. And then, well, that might be the break. 4 going to go down. They're surging on through. It's 3 in a row for Celium. Shotzi trying to get back into the mix. Some nice movement there to at least take down 1. And the 4 kills from FaZe instantly answered by 4 from Empire. But FaZe have done enough to at least get them out of the point, make this a bit sloppy.
And I think that's it, right? If you're Atlanta FaZe, you're not trying to get a ton of time here. I mean, you would love to earn some time. You're just trying to delay it. You know they have the good spawns. You're trying to trap them back here so you can rotate over towards soccer field and get a good majority of time there. You have the advantage rotating to cave side west. So this could quickly turn into an advantage for Atlanta FaZe. They're going to try and keep them pinned here. You see the nades coming through. Prieston wants to get out, but that's big 3 kills, and it's behind Hook, already up to 29. Make that 30. He's on another 4 spree. Allows them to get out of cave. And yeah, the pressure's already out towards the middle of the map, which is perfect for Dallas Empire.
Well, think about how big Hook was on both sides of that particular hardpoint. Whether it was getting the kills to kind of pin FaZe back or getting the kills to break out. Like, he's just going massive at huge spots within this game. But it's Shotzi now with Dead Silence Pop trying to finesse and nearly finds another one. But Celium's got the angle to lock him down. Nobody in the point for now, but at mid-map, it was Hook picking up yet another kill and able to apply pressure over towards the spiral side of this point. The rhythm keeps on flowing. Hook, the nuke, literally dropping a nuke on this map right now. The man's a magician, and he's been special throughout map 1.
And don't forget, Clint, what we get if somebody drops 40 kills. I know chat's getting excited for some burritos, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. But over to cave side west, Dallas Empire, they have a 45-point lead. And there we go. You see all the blue arrows. They're starting to transition over. They have this lead. They're playing around this strategy. And Atlanta FaZe play perfect from here on out.
And yeah, FaZe, they're trying to pick this up. They've sent players over to deal with it, but it's like a 1 versus 50.
It's like what do you do? Just like not get the points on the hill, right?
Exactly.
Like you're gonna take the hill time.
Empire is putting literally 0 focus in this until wrapping the entire way around the map. And now if they get a break, that's just gravy on top. If they can get a bit of contest here and hold that right side. They've already cleared FaZe out of the point for now. They're still spawning safe. I think it's a BZ that's going to try and maybe wrap back and disrupt this. He's going to have a one-on-one with Illy on the other side of it, and he's able to win 1. That could be massive, but now if you lose this, at least if you're Empire, at least you were able to get in and chalk up some of this time. And look at number 5 and Shotzi, wrapping it all the way back to his spot.
And he's got his Graw, he's got his kill. There's another player here in a BZ, but he's going to have 2 players to deal with. Meanwhile, on the hill, just so far to work with. The BZ, can he go huge? Can he go massive? Nope. It's the MVP, the regular season MVP in Shotzzy. Takes down both, and guess what? He's got his Grawl. He's got his house. Clayster, we were on with him earlier. Our Game Fuel featured player going to get right back in the hill.
And Hook now 4 away from dropping 40. We'll see if he can get to that mark. But for Clay, can they hold this and win it here? 25 more points needed, and they can lock it down. 2 already going to drop for FaZe. The hold seems to be going strong, but they're pinching now from both sides. Shotzzy's Graws connected. 2 are going to drop. Priesta falls off the map. Things falling apart for FaZe as Empire once again seem to get it done. Now everybody will fall, but Clay at least able to pick up one of the point. Is Shotzzy now hits 5 in a row? Just 5 more points needed from Empire. Wow, they play this map well.
I don't know, man. I don't know when they implemented this strategy, but it has worked so far. I think there are a couple of ways to counter it if you're Atlanta FaZe. You need an early lead. They don't have it. Dallas played their game, and now they are up 2-0, and you can see Clay getting fired up. That's 2 times in a row where they have won a Zero Cave, which has been a problem for them. It's one of Atlanta FaZe's best map, and it's just crazy to watch this strategy unfold.
37 kills he puts up.
And for Clay, 40. I'm sorry.
For Clay, our Game Fuel featured player, 2 minutes and 46 seconds in the point. And what a great POV you saw at the tail end of that. Like there was like a 30-second stretch where he'd have to shoot. Just soaking up the time, locking it down, playing his role. FaZe get rolled. Just a reminder for how this plays out. Up 2-0 for your Empire. This is first of 5 wins. So 3 more map wins needed for Empire. FaZe are going to have to rip off 5. And maybe it starts here. Taking a look at what the Gunrunner search. Did you run through the overall stats for these guys? Because it's 0-3 for Empire versus Atlanta. Like they're 11-6 on it. So like it's a good map for them, but they've never beaten Atlanta here.
Well, FaZe is 11-2.
Yeah,
they've only lost it 2 times. Like this is their best search and destroy map.
Well, that's why I guess my point there is like if you come in and win this, if you're Empire, you might have just ripped the jugular out of FaZe. Oh, Mr. First Blood back at it. aBeZy able to get the first pick. Man advantage quickly to FaZe.
Yeah, and yesterday it was a lot of talks around the First Bloods. Crim, though, big pick on a Major Maniac, and they're just sort of taking their time. But I think it was a 3-1 lead. It was very early lead for Dallas Empire. And Atlanta FaZe, they made some adjustments. They stuck to their game plan. This is part of their game plan, letting the bomb go down, playing the 4 versus 4 retakes. Watch Illy, though, number 2, maybe trying to work a flank. We'll see if aBeZy's able to catch him. They are. They just play it patiently. Now they have the man advantage. Now they have to go.
aBeZy with the 2 kills in the round, but it's Crim once again that's able to bring it back. Even Priesta, though, puts the odds back over to FaZe. Crim, can he beat the guy again? Just trying to finesse around, trying to stay alive. He's able to dip away into bathrooms. There's only 20 seconds remaining on the clock. Crim and Shotzzy trying to get it done. Crim's able to get another kill with his knife. Priesta will lock down the final player with enough time to defuse, but Crim nearly made some magic happen.
But that's Atlanta FaZe. That's their strategy. Plant the bomb B. We will take our individual 1v1s. Typically, they have the man advantage. They're able to catch Illy out. That gives them the 4 versus 3. And what's just so difficult about defending this B side is it takes a smoke to, cover across if there's someone sniping all the way in the back from Dallas. It's tough. In Atlanta FaZe, they know what positions they have to take.
Round win behind some early kills from aBeZy. He gets 3 in the round. Starts off 3-1. And now kind of his home. In and around vent room and pipes. He loves to do damage. 2 rounds in. 2 First Bloods for aBeZy. The guy's impact early in the map is outrageous.
Okay, so now this is a key for me, and that is a problem what we just saw from Priesta, because we saw this on Ramaza. I know Gunrunner is a bit of a slower map, and these things tend to happen, but you have to stick together. Use your advantages that you're earning in the rounds, because that's how they lost Game 5.
Oh, now things starting to unravel. It was Crim that was kind of the difference maker again. He gets that pick right after the First Blood, brings it back to a 4 versus 4, and then Clayster tacks on another.
And look at the flank. Look at Hook and Crim. They found the opening. Simp's all the way in the back. He's not watching anything. Hoot doesn't see much, but the bomb is going to be planted. And you're going to have Simp all the way towards the back with a snipe. Hopefully for Dallas, they have somebody with a smoke to deal with this, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, even though you have the added man, it's not going to be easy.
Nope.
Now the smoke going to come over the top. Krim able to hit the shots. All down to Celium and Simp now to try and clutch. There's going to be 2 players pushing him in the back with a snipe. Simp's going to have to try and finesse. Able to take down one, but he will fall right after. Celium gets caught out as well outside of bathrooms in the retake. Solid from Empire. Will tie us up 1-1, Joe.
Solid Empire. Similar to what we saw from Atlanta FaZe. But if you're FaZe, you have another one of those rounds where you're kind of scratching your head. Where did things go wrong? BZ earns a very tough, first blood. Takes down Shotzzy. Priesta can't go down there. These little things, Maven, and they add up.
Yeah. No, I know you can't just, obviously group up completely and, get into a position where you have no angles, no map coverage. You need to play your spots and all. But, yeah, it just seems like a lot of positions where they have the numbers. Guy drops, no trade is there, and suddenly that advantage disappears, and that's why we've been highlighting it so much. But what a start from Krim it's been. He's already out to 6-1. He accounts for 6 out of their 8 kills. Pretty hot start for sure. As we'll watch Hook try to finesse up towards this bomb site. No work onto the plant yet.
BZ's in a great position inside of vents. Priesta gets taken down. Is there going to be a quick trade? It is. BZ's going to play his life now. Looks like they're trying to get a trade onto this, but he plays it. Shotzzy, though, with the dead silence comes behind him. Hook gets aggressive through crates. Now you have a 2 versus 4. You can get this bomb down, but Major Maniac going to keep them in this one.
Bomb not getting planted yet. Major Maniac almost able to catch one, but now his position revealed as he gets aggressive towards the site. Can he catch Hook? He does. He's going to catch Hook, but the bomb is starting to wrap out towards A. 2 versus 2. Clay and Krim versus Simp and Major Maniac. And a father versus son as we get deep into this round 3. As Krim will try to get into a position to put this bomb down. And really, it might come down to whether or not you have dead silence on Simp or Major Maniac to try and make the play. Major's not going to have it. Not going to need it as the Simtex will hit. Bomb will not get planted. Clay last alive. No choice but to try and plant. Now, Clay, he had so many clutches yesterday. Can he do it again?
Oh, yeah, they hear him. One player's just going to run away. So he hears Major Maniac running up. He's trying to catch him to get the bomb down. Major Maniac's such a smart player. Well, he doesn't even give up the kill. So there we go. Atlanta FaZe behind Major Maniac finds 3 kills, a 2 versus 4. Hit the plan at B. They're probably thinking, you know what? Let's just get control. Let's rotate A. But guess what? Major Maniac goes big.
Shotzzy, though, with some beams. A BZ take it off the map quickly. But it puts us right into a 4v4 as Major Maniac big again. Look at number 9, though.
Around.
Yep, it's a fast flank coming in for Priesta, and he's got dead silence. Just about to run out. Can he get to a position in time? And will he be heard by Hook inside of bathrooms? Not going to matter. Priesta's going to get the first kill. Now Head's going to have to turn from Empire. It's a fast trade out. Or was it enough of a mess created by Priesta?
Well, I think Hook's going to get caught. Yeah, Simp just saw him. So into another 2v2. But I think he called it where Priesta just sort of, yeah, he made it a bit of a mess, right? They're going to have to rotate. Looks like Illy and Shotzzy, they're going to try to work the flank here. They're going to wait to see if the bomb's being rotated. They're going to play from vent room. Cell and Simp on the other side. Maybe just trying to catch them.
Nice
Shotzzy with a beautiful headshot onto Celium.
Wow.
Celium has been so good in that position all year long. Now it's on to Simp.
Dude, his first kill on a BZ was absurd too. Just literal beams, whether it's the MP5 or the M4. But now Simp. Chance to clutch. No Denny to use. Goes soaring out. Here's the first. Goes the challenge. But Empire have got the spots. Back and forth we go. Tied up 2-2. And Celium, who you mentioned, has been so good. He's 0-4 right now. They need Celium on point if they're going to win this series. Major Maniac's able to get across, take some damage, but going to stay up for now. The Simtexes will come in. Abizi with another first blood. Abizi follows up with 2. He's going to challenge for the 3rd. Not a 4th, but what a play from Abizi. But as it stands, it's still going to be a 2 versus 2. Celium and Simp versus Clayster and Shotzzy. 3 of our 5 MVP finalists left in this round. The bomb now wrapping all the way out towards that.
Celium had Deddy pop, so he's not going to have that. Simp should get it. Shotzzy has it. They're rotating towards A. Nobody's really watching this cross. Now Celium going to peek it. And this might be great for Cell. Shout out to our observing team. They've been just so good all year long. You see this overhead shot. And well, Celium, he's going to win that one. Gives them the man advantage. The headshot goes his way. Bomb gets planted. Shotzzy, though, a smoked magician. Not going to be able to do it. Atlanta FaZe, they clutch another way. It's like these 2v2s that we keep having.
Yeah.
They're going to have the round advantage.
And that's a big first kill for Celium, right? Like, he's getting blanked until that point. There, he's able to get it done as they let their dead silence build. But, I mean, it's all BZ, right? I mean, the fact that he gets 3 mid-map, just a ludicrous play to make sure they're in a 2v2 and not some other insane situation. There's
just some like gaps, right? Because Abizi's typically the guy that's watching the flank through them. So Clayster, he finds an opening. He's able to get behind the defense. Abizi doesn't find 2 or 3 kills. Dallas may have a 2-round advantage or a round advantage. So he plays out of him.
That is Abizi's 13th first blood in the playoffs, by the way. Most in the playoffs. Envoy and Pristini, the 2 behind him with 10. So yeah, he's been good, but Shotzi is not missing right now. Shotzi wins another big gunfight. He'll be off the map. The BZ gets dropped. Risa, though, gets into this spot. Behind Dead Silence, but Shotzi able to read it, finds another kill as Shotzi continues to flow.
And that at times has been one of the problems with sort of BZ's timings with his teammates, because I think he weakens Shotzi enough where there should be a trade. And basically, he's going to take those fights. It's the way Abizi plays. He's going to continue to take those one-on-ones and try to get his team first blood. But I think either a need needs to come in. There has to be a fast trade there so his hard work doesn't go unnoticed.
Well, we'll see if FaZe can get some revenge. Because Empire had so many 2v4s and 3v5s they clutched up yesterday in the map 5. FaZe off a 3v5, maybe give Empire a taste of their own medicine. But Hook now hitting the cross, able to spot one, but he reacted too fast from Sip. I don't know how he gets 2 from that spot, but now a 2 versus 3, 25 seconds remaining on the clock. Celium and Major Maniac trying to clutch up. Celium wins another big one-on-one. Major Maniac will fall. Now 1v2 for Cell. But Empire, they've got to work this defuse, and Krim hits the shots, brings us to 3-3.
Oh, it gets a little close there, doesn't it? Simp showing us why he's one of the best players in the world with some ridiculous shots, a ridiculous reaction onto Illy. But the number's too strong for Dallas. Celium, he gets put into a tough position. He doesn't know where Krim's coming from. He has to worry about the defuse. Krim continues to have a great map number 2.
Who's the first POV we were on? Because when he rounded the corner, when he's around the corner and we saw Hook laying there, like before we hopped off, I'm like, oh, that's a free kill. And then Zip just snaps so fast. But not gonna matter. Is the round goes to Empire. 9-4 for Krim. Shotzi right behind him with 7 kills. First blood there to Krim. He's already up to double digits in 7 rounds. Krim 5 in a row finds another. Krim is taking over, the most decorated Call of Duty player of all time. Getting it done when it matters most.
Yeah, what's sort of the argument is like, well, Karma's got 3 rings. Krim got the most titles. If he wins today, he will also have 3 rings. No doubt, the undisputed GOAT in Call of Duty. Still got some work to do. Bomb being planted. 3 versus 4. Shotzi, though, after getting that bomb down, does get taken out. So 30 seconds, 7.5 to defuse for Atlanta FaZe. But they have a lot of work to do, and this is an interesting setup. Where is Illy right now? Where is Illy? Does he have something on the bomb? Look at this angle from Illy.
Well, he's got the shot as well. Sip gets caught. Well, you're giving somebody a haircut as well, but the spot, the angle from Illy.
Bring it all out, Maven. It's the last series, baby. I mean, bring it all out.
Triple positive is Krim. 12-4. What a map for him.
I will say, that is one thing I respect for Abizi's game, is he is relentless. Goes right back to it, continues to be the guy leading the charge. Priesta, though, gonna have to deal. Well, he thought he was gonna have to deal with Lob from Empire, and they're all gonna rotate back. Now Abizi up top bathroom. His teammates are worried about the flank, but the flank isn't coming through. He's hearing people under him. Here comes the retake.
Abizi's hearing so, and now he's gonna pounce. Another first blood for him. Nice trade through. Krim almost able to take down one, but the finesse comes in, and Simp able to win that. Numbers over to FaZe. Might not last long, though, as Shotzi's flying forward. Playing Shotzi to get the play.
Oh, Simp goes. Oh, wait, no. They got it. Krim was on it. Krim was on it the whole time. Just hops on it. Says, you know what? Screw this. They're going to have to check it. His teammates cover him. And woo, it was a close one.
have to rip off 3 in a row, or they are in an even tougher spot. Could go down to 0-3 in our championship match. Quick plant in from Empire. Now going to be a 5-on-5 retake for FaZe. First blood to Illy. Abizi's going to get dropped. What a big gunfight when it is, but they're Simp through with the trade as 2 start to work the flank. Priestadell's going to get caught inside of bathrooms, and Shosty's going to pop dead silence to get rolling. Celium will fall as well. Down to a 2v3 as Simp and Major Maniac have got to get this retake and round win to keep this map 2 going, but they are in trouble. So little time to work with. The dead silence starts to come through. Clay takes down 1. Simp will fall, and Empire take the surge 6-3 on a map that FaZe has lost twice this entire year. Empire is rolling. So like, it is possible. We've seen crazy stuff happen. I think at AW it happened a couple times as well, but in a final?
Yeah, it's going to be tough. I think we got sent stats after the first 2 maps, and some things that just stand out to me. Cell and Priest are both at a 0.74. You have Major Maniac and Abizi at a 0.85. So we talked about this series, especially on the pre-show, where FaZe has dominated the slaying. It's been the clutch plays and the teamwork from Dallas that have kept them in this, but it's the opposite right now. And it's tough for Atlanta FaZe if they are not all playing well. If they're not all slaying, I don't know how they win this one. So they have to step it up in the killing category.
Well, this is one that they were able to win yesterday, and it's been a great map for them. It's been a mode that they've dominated against Empire, but every time we've said something like that, it hasn't mattered in the slightest. I think without question, we are into must-win territory. Like, you've got to win this map in your face. You
100%.
absolutely have. Everything has to be on the line. Everything's got to turn around, and there's 4 kills in a row for FaZe. They start to get going.
I remember when we watched this yesterday, there was like Celium had multiple like team wipes on Dallas that really changed the game for them. It was pretty back and forth. It was like an 8-point win, but Atlanta FaZe are able to pull it through with their second half comeback. See who is that. Priest trying to make the play. He takes down 2, so he's going to stop the B cap for now. You see the blue arrows starting to get pushed up. The smoke is down. It's going to be a one-on-one, and Abizi says hello with his knife. So they're going to keep control of B, and that is a big moment. Now they can try to regain control of the map. And you see the spawns. Hook spawns out, and look at the pressure at C. Atlanta FaZe, they are flying.
Well, they're flying forward, and Joe, I think we need to hear the comms because FaZe are in trouble. I want to hear what it sounds like. Are they regaining and ready to do battle? Let's go to an Astro listen-in with Atlanta FaZe.
I'm going top pass. I'm going top pass.
I'm gonna help you clear it out.
You're checking. Top diner.
Okay.
Mike, good shit.
Krim was top diner.
Top diner. I keep him on B, Mike.
Top diner. Top hazard weak. Clay. Top has Clay, guys.
He's going to the right side. Our right side.
Line, Illy.
Nice. Has Clay.
Illy's on line. Yeah, maybe if he can.
Check, shot you right now.
Top hazard going C, Clay.
Someone go back.
1 C, Clay.
On B weak.
Nice, 1 with tracks.
On B dead.
Nice,
three. I'm hopping this.
Water street, Krim. I'm on shot, I can't shout.
Good tracks to B.
He's on B. Nice. One's probably out or water.
Yeah, water street dead.
Nice.
He's out. Bomb diner. One shot.
Nice.
I have water.
Get top in camp.
Get top.
Give me water, man. Yo.
Fuck him, one
You know,
shot.
Top in camp. Yeah, top in camp.
I got one.
Understairs. He pushed our water, I think, guys.
Yeah, they're gonna be C. They're gonna be on C.
I'm needing line.
There's 2 bombs down here.
Do it. I need help water fast.
There's
Back
back
up.
I'm done.
Top
Pass
Lion and top diner.
Go back flowers.
I'm trying to.
That's Monday. Hold.
Yeah, hold, guys, hold.
No, he's water. MC, he's water. He's not even looking at you. He's on the back right. He's going on the van, I think.
Tracks, Illy.
Yeah, the tracks in close court. They're trying to put us in the trap. Make sure we get A.
Okay. Yeah, the 2 still. Need the big guard.
I spawned there.
Cap A, you should be good.
I got it.
They're going to see from tracks.
Joe, what'd you take away from that considering the spot FaZe are in right now?
They seem calm. They're playing their game, but Celium just went big at C. Takes down 2 players. They started on bad side. You'll take this 18-point lead. You would love to have around 15 points going into the half, but you have the side street. But they're going to recognize that, and now it's a fight back for that B flag.
Yeah, they've been uppercutted and just laid out to start this series. And they get back up and fight back in this matchup because Empire have been so damn good. But it sort of feels like we know like one big play, one big map win can be the difference. We know how momentum can COD esports can be. FaZe needs some momentum. That's not all they need, but they need some momentum.
And they need big plays at big time moments. And feels like they're starting to get that maybe a little bit, right? Some of the players I was talking about in Celium and Priesta. Oof, just trying to play his life. That B flag almost captured for Dallas Empire. It's about 2/3 of the way there, but Abizi gonna take one. Priesta's trying to sneak his way through towards C. He tapped it. I don't know if Dallas recognized it, but this could be a big 40 seconds. You could get a 3 cap here if Atlanta FaZe is able to execute this.
There's the neutral. And now here comes everybody. Can he finish this before they get to him? The trophy's going to keep him up. The lethals and tacticals not going to phase him. Is Priest able to dip back into hazmat? But it's Crim with dead silence all the way around. That should be a freebie for Priesta. And he's able to stay alive. Finally going to get caught. Almost able to turn and burn onto another. But over to Clay's POV mid-map. Clay picks up 3. The Simtex hits. The M4 hits. And finally he drops. But that play enough to get some pressure onto B and alleviate the pressure from the home cap at C. The final seconds will tick off. And I believe the advantage... Okay, so you talked about that 18-point advantage. That'll stick through until the final seconds. And yeah, starting on the poor side, you feel good about FaZe's chances, but never count out Empire.
No, and we've seen some 3 caps. We've seen some 2 and a neutrals. We know that 18-point lead can go away very quickly, especially if Dallas Empire are able to get that flip towards C and get them spawning and trap them bottom side of the minimap. But it's going to be tough to do. Atlanta FaZe, they know they can play around this lead. They don't have to be the team to try to force things on B. You play for positions. You play around the kills. When you think it's time to get on the B flag, you do it.
Well,
don't overcommit.
It's FaZe up 18, but it's Empire dominating the series. We're just kicking off the second half of the Dom. Let's go to an Astro Lissidon with Dallas Empire.
One shot.
Yellow, one shot. Major.
Water top left window. Water street, top left window, one shot.
Yeah, water tree got me. He's on the water.
Still on me, block.
The water gun got me, probably.
I spawned P1, guys. There's 2 on
Don't
water.
block, don't block, don't block.
No, we spawned out deep. One guy
Yeah,
might
he's
be
on
pushed
square.
up.
One's
One guy's mid-track.
Yeah.
Or on B, guys.
Water van.
Yo, we spawn P1. Spawn P1.
Yo, if you push your flip to A. One guy's at 1.
Yo,
one
mid-track,
stun.
yo, square.
I'm helping you. Nice. Go.
Mid-track behind you guys.
Watch my mid-track,
Looking.
please.
I can't see him.
One guy's
He's
mid-track
mid-track.
still.
Mid-track, one
Water
shot. Mid-track, one shot.
Mid-track dead.
Nice.
I'm about to
I'm
smoke up.
pumping C.
Go see.
He's gonna be yellow, probably.
You're gonna spawn A.
Just
Get
said-
him.
One guy's definitely down there.
Yeah. We're missing
Wait
one.
for him, Kyler.
He's in
Yo,
yellow,
I
weak,
spawned
a
full.
BZ.
On it, on it.
He went get to B.
Jay dead.
That was on the
Yeah,
X.
Cap it, big win. They're spawning
Top
A,
pull. I'm
guys.
camming
Oh,
top
top
pull.
downer,
win.
top downer, simp.
Hold this and we win, guys.
Top downer, simp.
They're gonna be mid-tracks over and over. We got the flip. We got
Maybe
what we
on
wanted.
it.
On B?
On B,
Top
guys.
blue, top blue.
Do what's up, B. Hit him.
I'm
I
nading
got him.
Top blue.
Watch mid-tracks a bunch, yo.
Where water?
I'm
Readable.
depleting this. Yo, he's on
I
B
was
fire.
on
I got
street.
naded.
Yo, mid,
mid-tree.
yo.
Absolute
He's
mid-tree.
in
Yeah,
top
yeah,
diner,
yeah.
top left diner.
Yo, they spawn deep. They spawn deep.
Up,
Top
up,
left
up,
diner,
up,
top
up.
left diner. I'm gonna
Hold
flash
this
it for you.
Hold this shit.
I
Top
can't
diner,
flash
top diner
you.
done.
Nice, three
Yo,
guys.
I'm gonna hold right. I'm gonna
Yo,
hold right.
hold the square.
I'm
Hold
getting in
square.
blue. I'm getting in blue.
Oh, they're
No,
back
no,
in.
one guy. They know I'm blue.
Yeah, back diner. I got him.
No,
Yo,
yo,
two.
top rails, top rails.
Nice.
I'm on top diner. Or you go.
Yo, I have
you go
P1. I
top.
have P1
I'll
right
take
now.
I'm not going top. I'm not going top.
One guy's blue street.
Rail, rail,
Yo,
rail,
top blue,
rail.
top blue, top blue above you, brother.
I'm going top
I'm
diner.
sound on.
Hold this whole time, guys. Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, I rebound
Top
diner.
blue
Clay.
weak, Priesta.
I rebound that.
Well, it didn't take long. The flip comes in early from Empire. And Joe, you heard Clay. Like, we just got to hold this. We got the flip. We got what we want.
Yeah, hold this and we win it. I believe that was his words. But Atlanta FaZe, very experienced domination team. They take down the player who was watching C. That was Crim. You're going to have a rotator and Illy, and he made the play. We saw a Beezy in this position. It's a Beezy who gets them out of that. You're going to have Clay who has another shot. But you talked about the flip, and guess what? It's just difficult to hold this team for this long. Atlanta FaZe, they're going to be able to get out, but you cut it down to 8. Now, can they hold on to A, B? It looks like Priesta's all the way back A. They're trying to get a neutral at the B flag. They're getting all the kills. There's a few players left. Clay is going large right now, trying to play his life. Priesta's on A. They're just going to play around these neutrals. I don't blame them.
Well, both are neutral. Only active cap is going to be C. Simp comes through with 2. The lead has been shipped away to 6. You see middle of your screen, Shotzzy on 5 in a row. But they've got them spawning bottom. That's what you'd love.
Yeah. Yeah, can Major Maniac go big? And they're trying to find Shotzzy. He has played his life so well. Dallas Empire, they want to get to C. There's a couple of players back here. Just taking time to do so. And the players spawning up towards A, they're going to go towards that B flag from Atlanta FaZe. Major Maniac trying to do what he can. He will get taken down. So it is just flips back and forth. A 13-point lead. Minute 45 remaining.
Yeah, that, you had the favor side won and lost like 3 times in the span of 3 minutes. It's been absurdity, but Sip will pick Illy off the bar. Not going to work the neutral for now. Still wants to be gun up and fight. The trade comes in and Hoop will fall. Empire down 11. But with the 2-cap, they can bring it back. That's all they need is the 2-cap. Shotzi clearing off that bit of progress on the neutral from FaZe. Mid-map once again locked down by Empire as FaZe starting to get stacked up inside a restaurant. It's Shotzi on the flank again, trying to get it done. Nearly able to connect with the knife, but a BC able to put him down from the top window. It's Crim doing damage, just trying to be the guardian angel, the watchdog over that B side.
You can tell what Atlanta FaZe is trying to do. They just want to neutral this. They're just trying to neutral it and keep their lead. And Clay and Crim are not letting that happen. All the kills right now are Dallas Empire. Crim on a 5 spree. So here we go. Cut down to 2 points. They're dealing with the neutral. The pressure all on Atlanta FaZe. You still have some pressure here from Hook inside of blue. Only a couple of pushes remain. We're going to have a tied game. And Dallas Empire, they have hold on to see. They have held on.
What a hold it has been. What a flip it was just a minute ago. Now all the pressure, if there wasn't enough already on FaZe, it is here again. Priest able to take down 2, and they've got to get on the point. They're flying towards B, they're flying towards C. Over towards A will be Hoop. He's going to go ahead and get the neutral. How quickly can you make the play if they're FaZe? You're just not enough time. There's not enough time. Empire look to pull a rabbit out of the hat again and take a massive edge in this series. Empire going up 4-0 with yet another clutch. Now just 1 map away from being champions.
He makes the game feel like practice, and that's what you need to do. What you do every single day, multiple times a day, what you have worked on, sometimes can go out the window. It really can, because the nerves get to you, the pressure gets to you. But Clay just allows it to be, hey, this is just another map. It's another game. We've played this thousands of times.
It reminded me of like the Formal call to listen in yesterday, where it's like frantic comms, and then Formal was just like, listen, we're going to get C, we're going to push through B. Do it. Like just like a clear, concise, like everyone shut up, this is what we're going to do. And yeah, you need that at times. So here we go. This could be the final map of the CDL championship match, unless FaZe can muster up something insane, which would be the wildest reverse sweep I think we've ever seen in the history of Call of Duty, if they can do it. But our Empire simply too strong right now. It's hard point on Gunrunner.
And this has been a map that Dallas has owned. They are 4-1 versus Atlanta. Probably they're one of their better hard points. They're 14-10 overall. It's not a bad one for Atlanta at 11-10. They have a lot of repetitions, but we've also seen some key mistakes on their end. But as I said, you're feeling good if you're Dallas, because this is where you wanted to get. And hopefully you had a map advantage. And now they have that, right? They won the first 3 maps where Atlanta FaZe had every single statistical advantage.
I was thinking we'd get here 2-2. That was my thought looking through it. Like we'd be 2-2 heading into this map. It's not there. It's not even close to that. This has just been dominance. Dominance from Empire. And we'll see if they can continue to play in that fashion as we watch our Game Fuel featured player in Clayster and see what he is able to do. Just trying to make sure he wraps back. Lock spawns down for his team as we get ready to head over to Depot.
I'm just trying to make sure nobody pushes through. It's that flip. Atlanta FaZe, they earned some time. Second hill is going to pop. Here comes the first push. Crim, though, he's going to shut it down quickly. But with these close squad spawns, you see pressure time and time again. But Crim lights up the feed. He finds a third. That's going to be a triple, but there's 3 dead.
Triple drop. What is Illy going to be able to do inside? He's got a little bit of help, but everyone keeps falling. FaZe, they've been a brain team all year. Might be another one here as Semp and Celium and Priesta and Nature. Everybody just floods on through, pushes on in. Spawning out is Empire, and there's the break with 30 seconds left. A chance for FaZe to smoke up some time. Is Celium on 3 in a row.
They need as much time as they can. He's at number 5. That's going to be Shotzi right away. He's going to head for that rotation. Some of his teammates are maybe just try to contest this a little bit. Force the rest of FaZe to wrap back so they can get it set up for minecart. And that's going to be great for Dallas Empire. FaZe will have a small lead here. A lot of the pressure going to come to that vent room. Sim's going to get taken down. And here we go. Talked about them being a break team. Can they do it again?
Crim in a great spot. Well, Illy slowing down the push instantly. See how long they can hold. Working all the way around the back is going to be number 6 in Major Maniac. We'll keep an eye on that because he actually spawns up a VZ with him. So there's a big pinch opportunity here from FaZe to try and get in. The collapse is in. The spawn out there for Empire. And it looks like FaZe have broken again.
Yeah, Simp and Celium, I think, take down 4. You get the spawns if you're Major Maniac. You have another pinch coming in. A BZ's going to take down 1, but that'll stagger the push just a little bit. Some Dallas Empire members going to fight for this position. When we rotate over to crates, you would love to hold minecart because Atlanta FaZe is going to be spawning on that side of the map. You deal with them off spawn, earn some time there at crates. But Illy's started to head over towards that way. Atlanta FaZe, yeah, they get 2 breaks in a row. They have a 30-point lead.
Yeah, now a really good chance if you can contest some of this upcoming time and hold on for Warehouse to build this out to a significant lead and maybe get rolling in this series. But now let's see what they can do. The minecart pressure there still for Empire. They're going to be able to get some shots in on the cross as Krim is going to be the guy there. But it's our game fuel feature player we're on board with in Clayster, who's trying to lock this down with Shotzi. It's Simp that locks down 2. Major Maniac, well, he's going to drop 2 as well. Priesta trying to shoot somebody, but most of his bullets just going into the dirt.
Major Maniac, though, watching over him. Headed to Warehouse next. This will be on the left side of your minimap, so Atlanta FaZe are going to have the spawns. Shotzi's trying to work his way through middle of the map. The rest of his teammates going to work on this time. You're just trying to control this position. If you're Atlanta FaZe, just stagger the push forward. They're going to do that. So 10 seconds left. Maybe Yorn some of this time. You see the nades coming in. And he's just going to back on up, but his teammates are set up. And this is one of the things that Atlanta FaZe has to be better on, is a hold like this.
Yeah, but there are 2 players left that could have gotten some pressure mid. Both are going to fall, so there's an opening there, and it's Shotzi with the opening. Cracks it wide open. That's 3 in a row for Shotzi on the push. Make it 4. Shotzi dismantling the FaZe roster, and what a big break this could be. And a spot in the corner as well. It's a wild killing spree in for Shotzi. The finesse up top to the boxes as Shotzi is just lights out. Look how quickly Empire break in.
Yeah, those individual plays, man. That's why he's our regular season MVP. We're going to tie this game up. Shotzi on one side, though, Simp on the other. Simp not going down without a fight. Up to 15 and 10 on a 3 spree. Well, as we focus on spawns for Nash, you do have Major Maniac set up at crates already.
Look at the score.
Rest of FaZe, yeah.
What could have been like a 50-point lead for FaZe? You're looking at a tie game. Like, what a play from Shotzi and Empire to break in. And that's a prime example of what we've been talking about. FaZe has had some really good breaks, but there when they need the hold, not so great.
Yeah, and I think it's what you said, right? The 2 players dying, middle of the map, right? What are those 2 players trying to do? Just stagger the push for Dallas Empire. That doesn't happen, and Shotzi just turns into a monster.
Yep, a monster's a good way to describe it. Not anyone you want to face off against. But now, as we're halfway through our first point, this second part of rotations, FaZe will continue to try and lock down that right side of the map, but Shotzi with Dead Silence could play spoiler again, takes down 1, just continues to finesse around, see if he can influence these spawns. It's not going to happen yet, as minecart spawn is still in for Empires. They've got to track across the map. Shotzi is just trying to do what he can to keep them away from the point.
Dude. He's just got a flow to his movement, man. It is beautiful to watch. Finally, a BZ shuts him down. But I like that. He knows he's alone on that side of the map. You know, takes his time. His teammates earn some of the hill time. Give them a 10-point lead. And here comes the first push for Dallas Empire here at Depot.
We've touched a lot about that, kind of early year switch with him from the trophy over to Dead Silence. And I think you saw there, like him with Dead Silence, he's having fun. Just cruising around the map, picking up kill after kill. The FaZe have got an entry point into the hard point. Empire here, though, too. Hooks to the pick up 2. 4 are going to drop. The parallel spawns in for both teams, but Empire seem to have the edge inside. 4 players stacked up inside of the hard point, and the crossfire is on. Clay's POV to see if he can hit some M4 shots. Not going to need to do it as Illy picks it up, but now it's Clay's turn to make sure Simp can't get in, and he's just spotting and calling out as the youngsters are putting him down.
A game fuel feature player just taking his time. Gonna have about a 40-point lead there, and while they didn't have spawns, it's a great break through the front. Now Atlanta FaZe, they're gonna have this hold, and we saw this a couple of times yesterday where this was actually a really good hold for them at minecart. It kept them in the game. They could do that here. They play it from a very tight setup, but Illy, he's gonna open things up with a double that allows Clay to get in. Can he win the one-on-one? No. Cell responds with a double of his own, but hey, that opens things up for his teammates.
Yeah, it's at least made it
messy.
Yeah, messy inside of the hard point. Simp trying to clean up that mess with a mop, doing his best job to get that done. Lethals all over the place as both sides drop into Sim Texas. Simp just trying to finesse around this trophy and accrue this time. Now down, 15 points with 20 or so left to go. We could have a lead change in the win as FaZe can take over with the rest of this time. Abizi trying to do it inside of the spawn boxes for Empire. Delays the push for a moment, but Empire do get on through. We'll get the final couple of seconds here, but FaZe have set up for next outside in crates.
Yeah, some decent time for FaZe. Cuts that, 40-point lead down to 20. Now they have an opportunity where Dallas is going to be playing maybe a little bit conservative, try to work for spawns, hold spawns for warehouse. It's 12-4 going to go down. 5 are going to go down. The aggression from Atlanta FaZe, they're going to try and push past mid-map. But that's going to be a clean 15 seconds. Priesta here just hanging out.
Now can you push it and flip it, right? Can you get this next wave and get the flip? I think it's going to be Stellium that has to go huge, but he is going to ultimately get dropped by Shotzi towards minecart. So great amount of time you picked up here if you're FaZe, but Empire still comfortable with the spawns in the back. A little nice movement from Shotzi there with a bit of bunny hop in to take someone out of the hard point, even if it's just for a moment. Then Illy with a bit of movement of his own. A nice double kill for him.
Yeah, Illy's obviously one of the players we don't talk about very often. Plays a very selfless role, similar to Abizi, and he can just go off at any moment, just like we saw there.
That did look selfish. That looked nasty.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. He's got it. He is a talented player. But now, Atlanta FaZe, can they get this break? You have Krim, who's just sort of dealing with players middle of the map, trying to stagger the push. This is going to be a wide push, trying to hit from both sides if you're Atlanta FaZe.
And there's the difference. Like, at least Empire get 2 kills from this first wave. Like, FaZe got none. And Shotzi just pushed on through. Now you're into a better position, but FaZe have got to get in, and they've got to get in quickly. Empire at the 199 point, up 4. Clayster, Hoop, Illy trying to hold on inside, but bit by bit the players are dropping, and Hoop's going to be the last guy inside of the point, and it seems FaZe has gotten the break in. So what Empire was able to do, FaZe do, maybe not as cleanly, not as quickly, but they do break on through at a critical position in this game. And this will get them right over the 220 mark at approximately 30 away from victory as Abizi locks down a triple.
And this is sort of the way this series has been. It's still a very close game, but you look at the stats side. Atlanta, they are outslaying, just plain and simple. And that's the way they have been winning the matchup versus the Dallas Empire. But this is one of those crucial moments. Who is going to clutch up when it matters most? 3 going to go down on the hill. Atlanta FaZe, they're going to flip spawns for Depot. They're going to try to earn some time. Second by second, they might get on the board.
Yeah, they might get a map win. Can they extend this series, or does Empire have one more massive clutch in the bag? Can they somehow do it again? The clutch narrative has been everything for Empire in the deep moments of the game, but it seems like Abizi doesn't want to go without a fight. 37 and 23 plus 14 from him. 3 in a row again over the final minute. Just so many kills for Abizi and FaZe is 18 points to get it done, and 10 seconds away from our next hard point popping, and that's where they can close it out. Empire somehow going to get another big break, or need another big break. They did it once at Warehouse. Can they do it here at Depot?
Yeah, they had a big break here. Can Atlanta FaZe just hold? Can they get a solid hold in? Ooh, it looks like Hoot just stopped shooting right there. Major Maniac, he's going to take down 2. Celium towards the front. Have the Slayers on the Atlanta FaZe side finally woken up. It looks like they have already the kill feed. Already the kill feed. There's the 40 bomb as well. We're getting burritos, Maven.
Abizi puts up 40. They outslay by somewhere around 20 kills, and they get the map victory. So let's think about how stupid this is so far. Every map that has been favored lopsidedly by the other team, the person that's favored so much has lost it. Every single map now. 1.34, and you got to think, I know he's thinking about it a bit. He has a chance to cement himself as the undisputed greatest player of all time. There will be no conversation. There will be no debate. There will be no one else in the conversation. He has a chance to do it here. We'll see what Krim can do over the rest of this series, but for me, just as a commentator, and I don't care who wins, I want the best team to take this, but I guess I want to see if FaZe can make the run. Like, can they make this interesting? Can they give us a wild marathon live series? They've got to keep it going. And now we head to search on Ramaza, and this is where FaZe looked out of sorts at times. But Nameless kind of talked about it leading into this, Joe. They did some of the hard parts, right? Like, they put themselves in good position. They dominated the first Bloods. They had 4v2s. They had 5v2s. They got in good spots. They just couldn't win it from there. And, well, we highlighted Krim. There's the first Blood to start it off.
And he might hit a second one of these. He's going to try and play his life up top. Who is that? Celium. He's going to have some players to deal with. Can Abize bring them back into this one? Shotzi with some quick rotations up through. Cell, he's going to back down, try to play his life. Obviously, we're in the round one, so you don't have dead silence. Everyone's hearing everyone. But it is a skirmish. And hello, Priest dying behind you. Nice movement from Shotzi. Dallas, they have B control. Now, can they get the bomb down in this 2 versus 4?
Yeah, I mean, can they do what FaZe couldn't yesterday? They close out these rounds when they have the massive man advantage. Shotzi is in trouble on that site, but he's able to stay up for now. Who's going to be able to help him? It's going to be Krim. Krim gets the first 2 in the round. He gets 3. He gets 4. Krim 6 takes over round 1, and Empire strike first. It is a huge, huge first round. So now what can FaZe do to answer the call? Does not start off smoothly for them at all, but it's an aggressive hit over towards B. Hopefully they can get through the doors this time around.
Shotzi got that silence.
Yep. Major Maniac turns, but it's not going to happen in time. So now you're worried about getting pinched on both sides. They aren't able to work the plant. They're going to move into the B house as things have unraveled. But Shotzi still has that dead silence up. We'll see if he can find the angle. He's able to do it. It was Krim in the first round. It's Shotzi in round 2 being the playmaker.
Yeah, I think Cell just gets some really, really bad timing there. He was watching that alleyway for like 5 to 10 seconds. Priesta and Simp, though. Sorry, Priesta and Abize in a 2 versus 3. They have some time to work with. They want to rotate if they can, but it looks like Illy's up top cafe or bottom cafe, so he's going to be watching that. He's going to watch the rotation. And I think Priesta is thinking about it. How do they want to play this? It's going to take some individual plays, that is for sure. Priesta goes up. And yeah, he doesn't have Teddy. He has a trophy, so that's going to be bombed down. And there we go. 2 quick rounds for Dallas.
Yeah, and the early kills, everything. Krim, and then it's Shotzi. They just get the massive numbers advantage. And, well, you feel good in those spots if you're Empire because it didn't matter if you had the numbers yesterday. You still pulled out rounds. They're showing they can do it on both sides. Disadvantage, advantage, doesn't matter. They're taking the round wins and just 4 rounds away now from a championship.
See what adjustments Atlanta will make. It's just, yeah, those early deaths that are shutting them down. Dallas, they're going right back towards B.
See if Krim can find the opening again. Hook has already surged on through. They're flying in behind the smoke. Celium backs up from the top window for now. Is Empire
this is a great position.
Get this plant down.
It's a great position. Celium again just has no idea. He's going to get pinched here. He's going to get pinched, but Priesta trying to play his life. Abize's there to help, and somehow Atlanta FaZe come out on top of that one. I thought they were all screwed inside of that B house, but all good, and there we go. They bounce back. Everybody wins their one-on-ones.
Yeah, it didn't look great because usually after the offense and you get to those spots without losing anybody, like you're in a great position, but where the teamwork and the crossfire was in question yesterday, there it looked very good for FaZe. Great help when people were in trouble, and they'll get the round win, a much needed one considering the hot start from Empire. And when we take a look at the reverse sweeps this season, and we talked about it with FaZe, they did it so much in the middle of the year. They led the way. They had 3 this year, more than any other team. This is a different beast, though. In a best of 9,
it's like a giant broom. Yeah, it's a giant broom. I mean, it's gonna take a lot of power, a lot of teamwork.
You gotta think though, those spots they were put in the mid-year could be big for them here. They know they have the chance, the potential to come back in these spots. But there's Illy with the first blood.
A nice position from Illy. He's just trying to play his life now. Like, it's almost like his job is done, and I love that. Just get away. Shotzi with dead silence through the middle. I think he heard that door open to his right. That was Abize, but Major Maniac was ready for it. He's watching his teammates back. We're into a 4 versus 4. Where does FaZe want to go with this bomb? And, well, I think they were thinking A, but now it might be a B hit. Because Clayster, he's going to take down Celium.
You still have Hook and Krim stacked up inside. Abizi's got Dead to use. They'll hear the door, but that's a massive gunfight win for Abizi, an opening. But Hook is still here. Rotating over quickly is going to be Illy, now trying to get in position. Bomb planted for FaZe. Now a 3 versus 3. Nice movement from Illy. Nice movement from Hook. All down to Major Maniac. As everything falls apart, the Simtex is in. They're on the defuse. He's going to have to challenge, trying to get the angle.
He can win it.
He's got to get the shot. He got it. He had to reload. Did he get the kill? No, Empire gets the defuse. I think he ran out of ammo. He gets all the kills, but has to swap to the pistol. Oh, no.
I actually can't believe Clay hopped that. Wow, that is a stone cold hop. A 2 versus 1, you're just playing the trade, right? You know his position. Clay's just like, all right, I'm going to get on it. Man, Major Maniac almost with a 1 versus 3. The Dallas Empire, the retake on point.
And I didn't see what he had left in his M4, if he has had no bullets or what the situation was, but he tried to finish him. He must have killed him in instant after to the fuse, but what a play from our game field featured player in Clayster. The hop, the stick, the win. Now a 2-round advantage. We'll see if Krim can locate another opening pick from this position. Lots of action towards Cafe. A kill for either side.
And this is when you look at like your players like Abizi. Just give you those man advantages in the round. Priesta might have a position through middle of the map. Simp on the B site. Able to take 1 down. I don't know where Shotzi is. Shotzi's somehow still alive. Shotzi's somehow still alive. Continues to finesse. Illy has his back. Celium was trying to get there for the trade. And there's another one of these scenarios, Maven, where you have the man advantage. Shotzi makes the play. Bomb is down. And now it's a 2 versus 3.
You have a 2-on-2 towards the site, though. His Clayster has yet to start to move this across. So they've got a moment to make the play. He's going to fall. Clay's going to have to go. Clay's trying to wrap and get into position. Can they pick this up? Shotzi's got dead silence. Clay's going to get caught. All on now. Regular season MVP to try and make the play. There's the first now in the 1v2 down to a 1 versus 1, but it's Major with the read and the defuse. What a nutty round it is to get FaZe's second on the board.
Yeah, they needed Major. Maybe Clay's antics and the way they've been hopping on defuses, maybe that gets in shots. He's had a little bit of, I got to check this bomb. I got to check this. Doesn't want the defuse to come in. Oh, man, what a retake. And as you said, yeah, the timing where Clay is just so far away from his teammates. They take advantage of that.
Yeah, and it's tough because you don't know what rap they're going to take. You're trying to hold maybe bottom or top Cafe on the push, but that's why I was putting so much emphasis on it. Like, you have a 2-on-2 for a second. You got to take it, and they're able to do it. So now either team winning rounds really at a man disadvantage. But Celium, another slow start to a search and destroy where he's been terrific all year. Dead silence comes up. I thought Hook had the kill as we swap POVs, but Priesta and Semp both able to win their ones. The B site cracked wide open. Illy and Krim are still close, though.
We saw this a lot yesterday. Now can they win a round with these advantages? Illy's going to bring it back. Makes it a 4 versus 3. I like this from Priesta. Take your time, but it's yeah.
Not again.
3v3, man. You throw away a 2-man advantage.
Easy gets a huge one, though. They needed a kill to slow the tide that was Empire, but they still haven't got the bomb planted with just under 40 to go. Empire grouping up around Cafe. Illy can't quite finish it. The flood comes in. The team kill comes through as he was tagged up and had to back up. The shots hit on the cross, though, and FaZe hit the shots to close it out. They almost blunder the 5v3, but they're able to get the round victory. And yeah, I guess that was a lot of the same from yesterday. But this time, at least, you clutch up and win it.
Yeah, Clay, I think Illy was really weak. He probably goes down anyways. But yeah, the team kill comes through. Maybe if that doesn't happen, there's a 2 versus 2. Clay with some nice shots, able to take down Priesta off the bomb.
Well, you saw the two players like on top of each other. They were on top of each other. He just kills them both at the same time. Like, that's just collateral damage, right?
A lot of B hits. When do we see our first A hit? It's Simp.
Second time he's caught.
Yeah, 2 times in a row. He's trying to get in that position to hold the site, but it's taken down.
The timing just not there for him, and Krim has the angle again. 5v3 now for Empire.
Reese gets caught as well. He was spotted by Clay. Maybe he had a... Well, okay. Oh, Illy trying to stay alive. I was going to say maybe Priesta found a timing. Clay works the flank. 2 versus 5. That is bomb down. Now a 2v4.
And again, there was Shotzi had jumped over 1 from that spot. This time it's going to be hard.
Steps. Who put those stairs there?
FaZe 1 versus 4. A legion of players swarming around him. He's been able to stay up for now. He's got dead silence to work with. He spotted 1 on the flank, goes for the challenge, but can't take the fight. Empire get it again, and yeah, I mean, Krim with another massive first blood as Simp tries to hit the cross of the boxes.
Because we see when Simp does get to B, he's finding kills. He's playing his life really well. But as you said it, yes, we saw it in the first round. You saw it right there. Krim is just, yeah, easy pick.
Yet another first blood in this matchup. Book ripped off the map quickly. They want to work towards A. Shotzi going to be the lone man low. Now, he does have dead silence to work with.
I don't know how Simp is spotted here. Play from the players from Sandbag. As you said, Shotzi finessing around. I'm going to make this a 4v4, but look at the bomb. The bomb is inside of A. So right now, Abizi and Simp, they need to play their lives. They have to play their life so well because that's what Dallas are going to focus on. Inside, though, Selim and Priest each going to get their kills. Another one of those scenarios that just scares me if you're Atlanta FaZe.
This time, looks a little bit cleaner. Shotzi going to get caught out. Simp puts him down. Krim 6 now last alive. The movement simply too much to handle at close range with the M4 and FaZe. Tie it up 4-4. Full slide cancel and snap from Abizi, and you saw it from an M4 player's POV who's kind of holding how difficult that is to deal with. It is a nightmare.
I just want to see. Okay, so like Dallas is, you know, B. Is this a time now where you go A? Because Atlanta's probably thinking, how the heck do we defend this site? Right? How do we defend this?
Looks like they're right back to it,
switched it up. Yeah, Sim switched it up. He's like, I'm out of there. I'm going to a different spot.
Priestess POV from Sandbags. Illy, though, with the first blood. Right behind the door. He's right behind the door. The read's there from Priesta, but Hoop simply too strong, wins the gunfight. Simp, though, gets a kill, resets his daddy, and gets away with his life, so they'll only be down a man as Selim is still lurking in the B house, and he hears that door. Here they come. Shotzi's got his daddy pop. He slides on in, and once again, you see how hard that movement is to deal with. Shotzi just smokes him. 40 seconds to go. Another 2v4 for FaZe.
Dallas taking their time. They know there's a couple of openings. Clay's worried about his life. He's just playing very patient. Major Maniac might get some great timing here, trying to deal with the bomb planner, and he does. So they'll force a 2v3, but a quick trade for Millie. All up to Simp now.
Simp is
no
close.
daddy.
Close. It's close.
Millie gets out, though. That's huge. Yeah, you see Simp. That's who he was trying to find. Simp has a smoke to work with. Maybe he can make a miracle happen, but no M4, and that's the weapon you would love to have in this position.
30 seconds to go. There's the dead silence pop. The clutch up in the 1v3. Just so little time to work with and everything covered by Empire. There's the first pick, but Clay in position gets the kill. Now Empire 1 round away from being crowned your 2020 champs. They are so close, Joe.
On offense, give them such an advantage. Now, can they win it with a defensive round? All the pressure on Atlanta FaZe to get us to a round 11.
And FaZe will have to get there on offense. BC just barely gets out with his life. Look at the stack towards Cafe and the smoke out. Here they come. The flood's going to be on through. Shot through the smoke for Krim. What? Krim is making the play. Krim will drop, but he does the damage. He's been massive in this series.
He's on cell. You have Clay going all the way around. Shotzi gets the call out. Shotzi makes it a 2 versus 4.
what feels like the 15th 2v4 for FaZe. They've been put in so many bad spots in this search and destroy. Does it end here? Empire can smell it.
They're all trying to get Major Maniac.
It.
They're all isolating him. They're all isolating Major Maniac. He's trying to play his life. He's trying to stay alive. Simp backs up to help him. But they have 30 seconds, Maven. They have to go.
Everywhere you look, you just see Empire players. Time ticking, second by second. FaZe's dream of a championship is disappearing. Every window, every door, there's somebody. It's a ludicrous gunfight win for Sim, but will it be enough? Just 12 seconds to go. Seemingly nothing that he can do, and there's the final kill. Dallas Empire get it done. They are your 2020 Call of Duty League champions. Crim6, now undisputedly the greatest Call of Duty player of all time. Clayster goes back to Bass to get his third chip as well. And for the youngsters in Illy, Hook, and Shotzi, their lives are forever changed. Very elite company with this win. That was special.
Fireworks, Maven. They're going off outside of Verdansk.
I love that. You know where I'm headed tonight right after this? I'm going to Verdansk.
I am as well. I definitely will. But awesome to see all the fireworks, all the things we have integrated inside the game. Look at that. Dallas Empire, our 2020 champs. The stadium is blue.
Now they just need us sitting in there, Joe. They just need like a 3D like CGI build of just a bunch of Maven and Merc just sitting in there clapping. This is the first time I've seen this. This is awesome.
Got the trophy there. What, Empire gonna have the throne? $1.5 million. Ooh, does that look good?
Well, think about it. You got the cash, the trophy, the ring, the throne, the head. Like they just there's what the Jordans. Like there's so much
all the
stuff
swag.
to go with
They got
it.
everything.
They got all the swags, and there it is. One more time, everybody watching, give it up for Dallas Empire, your Call of Duty League 2020 champions.
I am joined by Clayster. Buddy, let me just start off by saying congratulations, a world championship, $1.5 million. Tell me, how do you feel right now?
Oh, man, I feel amazing. I feel so good to go back to back, add another ring here onto the finger. You know, man, like, this is a dream come true. This is a resurgence this late in my career, and, you know, it's all props to my teammates. Shout out to them, man.
Absolutely. Well, Clay, just last year, I know we already talked about it a little bit, but the big conversation, the big discussion was how it had been 1,400 days since you won a major title. You told me that there were personal doubts. There were thoughts of, possibly hanging it up. Now you've won back-to-back world championships. Tell me, what has this past year and a half been like for you?
The one word we've used for this year is adversity. We've been thrown so much stuff our way, man, and had so much stuff just not go our way, and so many, you know, failures, and so many just really not putting it together, and whether it's the host or the player skip or whatever it is, we've been screwed all year. And so for us to persevere all year, get a top 2 seed, winning 2 Game 5s to make it through winners, and then have that kind of dominant performance right there, like, dude, man, like, we deserve this ring more than anybody else. We've worked so hard for this, and the kids have worked so hard for this. I'm beyond proud of the effort that we all put in, and I really couldn't have asked for more. It's an amazing feeling. I'm so happy. Like, it's just adversity, man. We persevere no matter what.
Well, I got to tell you, and speaking of adversity, I remember back in 2015 when you won your first world championship, the storyline was throw me to the wolves, I'll come back leading the pack. Now you're the last one standing out of the Twins and the Tiny Terrors from the E United roster from last year. Tell me, my friend, how do you manage to keep on doing it?
Oh, man, I think sheer determination to be the best in the world. I mean, you know, I kind of was a little salty that I wasn't teaming with any of my old United teammates, and they all kind of thought like I was the weak link on the team. And to like come out here and to play how we did, and even in that finals to win how we did, It just proves to myself that I'm not the Wink Leak. It proves to myself that I still have it. It proves to me and everyone around me that, I'm a back-to-back world champion, 3-time champion now.